What's up, guys? Sorry for the technical difficulties again. Hey, being blind, we love our technical difficulties. And welcome back to another Blind Anime Talk. This time we're going to be talking about Orbital Children, and I'm going to have Joker Alice with me because she's the one that suggested it to me, and I thought it was a good idea because I have read the premise and it was a good one.
Hey guys, Joker here. If you want to know where to watch it, you can find it on Netflix. It's only 6 episodes, so it is good. Although you're probably gonna end up mindfuck at the end, like I did. But it's a good
Yeah.
watch.
Yes, it is good to watch too. Like she says, my fuck is truthfully, this one I had to watch twice, okay, just to understand like the rest of it. Like,
Dude, I still was left with unanswered questions. I still didn't understood, like, even though I watched it.
no, same here. It's like I don't know. This is the anime where it asks a lot of questions, but then it doesn't answer the questions. Well, it answers some of the questions, just not all of it. But that's just me though, okay? And hello in darkness. How are you, man? And don't worry, I'll grab a beer and then open it too, okay? But not yet. Oh, so a sport.
Hello, Christina, and low
Oh, okay. Wait, really?
low vision technology. That's what it's saying.
Oh, hey,
And
Chris.
there's Christina Mello Artist, so hello.
Hey, Christina. How are you? Don't worry. I will grab Christina back because she still needs to do season 2 with me for Food Wars.
Not much low vision, I think. Oh my god.
Yeah, low vision technology.
Low vision technology, just dealing with technical difficulties.
Oh, and also, Joker, I also gotta grab Christina too to do season 2 of One Punch Man too.
Yeah, you guys need to get on that. I need to freaking finish it.
Yeah.
Oh boy. So
Oh, hey, I'm good. Okay, no, oh yeah, so spoiler warning for sure. Always, we will be spoiling it, and if you don't want to have it spoiled, then watch someone else go through the brief summary of it and talk about it for 5 minutes. We're gonna definitely spoil it for you, but it still be a good watch because this is just our interpretation of the anime. And yes, we will be spoiling, but like we say, it's better if you watch it too, even if we spoil it for you. Even though I'm more of
yeah.
the people that I don't mind spoilers, I end up still watching it anyways because watching it and then feeling it is totally different from listening to someone spoil it too. It's still totally different.
It is a completely different experience. And
Yeah.
so yeah, you can find it on Netflix, and for those wondering, it is an English sub and English dub, so just take your pick.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So and sorry for you blindies if you're one of those going, oh, does it have audio description? Sorry, it doesn't have audio description. So you're just
Okay,
gonna
I
have
guess
you're
before we start on this talk, we should talk about this. Okay, so I've this is a fact. This is a fact. We're not in Japan. And I guess animation here in the States is not considered like a high priority or something. So
mm-hmm,
this is
mm-hmm,
a fact.
mm-hmm.
Animation, however you want to call it, it doesn't have audio description. Live
Mm-hmm.
with it. You can still follow it. However, I think we're getting into an age where we're going to be seeing more audio descriptions in the anime from Netflix, because not only like they've always done it for their animations, I did notice the other day that they had one for in English. I'm not talking about when you do find the ones that have Japanese. I'm talking about in English for a Japanese anime called Saint Seiya. So that's why
Oh,
I think.
besides that one, the other one only the first 2 season. High score girl.
Which one?
High score girl.
Oh yeah, in high school. So they may start slowly, and
Yeah.
I believe just like always been done in the past, we need to make petitions and we need to start speaking up more if we want this. Because let me tell you, people, Japan has anime without a description, and they also have manga in braille. So I think if we want those things that I guess America considers luxury, but Japan sees that they're not luxuries, then we just gotta
Well,
stop that.
okay, because like in like Japan, it's like really common now. Over here, it's not because, some blindies in this community don't really watch anime and say, "Oh, it needs to have audio description before I can watch it." I won't watch it because it doesn't have audio description.
Yeah, I don't know. I think again, I think it's how they see it because over there, of what I've seen, which somebody
Hmm.
tried to make me believe that
Hmm.
they see disabled people as like lesser than humans and whatever.
No,
But then
yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
you actually look into it, it's completely
Hmm.
different to the point that they were already having
Hmm.
authentic representation in their media like
Hmm.
back in the 80s. So
Hmm.
but yeah, before we keep this sentence, just
Yeah, if not, then we can just literally just go on a rant about like a blind, or just change the title instead of like the
yeah,
anime. Just go
like
blind anime talk. Just blind people ranting about anime.
yeah,
There
like
you go.
we'll get to the blind red like some point with like me, Toast, Bika, and whoever else, like maybe
Christina,
Christina.
Christina,
Yeah,
because
Christina. We'll eventually get into that at some point, but
yes, because like we all know Christina loves her tangents.
oh yeah. So so oh my god, where do we start with this jam?
First, like let me grab another beer because like this one I'm probably gonna need. And plus it's hot now in Florida now.
Okay, okay, well I'll keep the chat company until you do that, and then can you also do it because I want to go get some coffee. Okay. I know, guys. We're not as organized as we usually are, but it's one of those
Okay,
days.
okay, okay. Here you go. I have my can of beer, so now you can go and get your coffee.
Okay, yeah, I'll go get my coffee real quick, guys.
Yes, yes. You see, we are such pro streamers. Okay, I am such a pro streamer. But hey, like I said, I promised in darkness. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. And this time, instead of a truly in darkness, I'm drinking a Modelo, man. Okay. Hmm. So, oh shit! I knocked over my can. Okay, good thing the can's empty. Okay, there you go. So yeah, woo, empty can. Okay, good. No one saw that. Okay, no one saw that. Okay. Yes. Okay. So wait until yeah. I know we're having a late start, but and our rants, but whatever. Yeah, don't worry. This anime is pretty good. Even though it's short, it's a good anime. Basically, let me see if I can remember the premise. Okay, the premise is the anime is Orbital Children. Okay, so two kids that were born on the moon and three kids on Earth that are visiting the space station. So and something happens to their space station. Yeah, so that's the summary of it. But like we will get into it because if I start, then Joker might kick me in the nuts. So I don't want that. Yeah. Wait, what? I know, Christina. I like no more spicy stuff, but well, maybe one more spicy stuff, something to do with the what's it? The one sauce. I can't remember the one sauce, but I'm still planning to pour it over cheesecake. So I'm still planning to desecrate a couple pieces of cheesecake. Yes, with that one sauce that you recommended me. I can't remember the name. I probably will. Yeah. So yeah, so I will. Okay, well, yeah. So just waiting for her, and don't worry. Just enjoy the tunes and me drinking beer. Hmm. So yes. Oh, and also, I am also planning from my Twitch streams to port some of like the streams over here to YouTube, so you guys can watch some of like my game streams. So hopefully you guys would be interested in some of that. Watching like some gaming streams, like probably Gears of War 5 or something, or Hades or Hearthstone. You know, just to give you guys, like some content.
StreamYard camera or microphone recording Google Chrome. StreamYard document. Button mute microphone button turn on camera button mic and camera settings button share visited link leave studio.
So yes, so I'll be looking for that too. Ah, like I said, just trying to figure all this technical stuff is so much fun. Mm, Hey, don't worry, I won't get drunk and try to talk about the anime, even though it would be interesting. Maybe one day, okay? One day I will. Just get sloshed and you know drunk and talk about anime. Then probably like be tripped out. You didn't do nothing, Christina. Yeah, but it's been a hot while since we had you on a blind anime talk. Okay. Oh, I probably will talk to you probably after the stream too, because there's one anime that you are definitely gonna want to be on. hmm Yep, and yeah. So I'll talk to you that if I can after this stream. Huh. Wow, she must be doing fancy coffee, with the French press. Yeah.
Okay, guys, I am back. Now we
Yes,
can start.
yes, guys, with her fancy coffee.
Yeah, I got fancy
Mhm.
coffee.
With like her French press.
No, not that fancy. It's just it just has milk and sugar. That's just it. Okay.
Yeah, well, I just explained the premise. Like, two kids that are born on the moon, and then like three kids from the Earth are visiting, them to their space station, and something happens to their space station.
Yeah.
So that's where I left off for the description.
Okay. So basically,
Yeah, so I was waiting for you.
yeah, no, I know. So basically, because it's so short, this only has like an overall arc or like a plot point with like several little like intertwined factions going on. So
Factions, and just like a lot of questions, but then like since I watched it the first time, I was still like wow because it's 6 episodes, but then it's nicely split. Even though like each episode's like the first two episodes are like 38 minutes, but like those first two help explain this world though very well.
yeah, a lot gets explained. I just noticed it's more towards the end where things get a little bit confusing, and I don't really think they did such a good job of like wrapping
Explaining,
things and really explaining that ending. So like it starts like you
yeah.
said, like there's these two kids who were like born on the moon, and then
Mhm.
these other three children apparently they won some sort of
The contest,
contacts, yeah, to like
yeah,
go to the moon, to like to this
space station,
space.
like
Well, it's a space hotel, guys, and
mm-mm-mm.
apparently there's these various space hotels around space, but this is the first space hotel to cater to children.
Children,
So
and
yes,
also
guys, children's dream come true, being in a hotel without parents.
yeah, because without parents, and also everything is run by AI.
Hmm.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so like there's a little bit
yes,
more context. Like the show first starts with our protagonist Toya,
Toya,
who at the beginning seems to be kind of an emo kid who has no
emo,
regard except for the care of his best friend and
yep,
doesn't care if humans
Kira's best
live or die.
friend, and like an anti-Earth,
Hmm.
yep,
So apparently he's very good at hacking, and he has his own like AI. Well, everybody has like their own robots AI, but this kid is so smart and he knows so much about hacking that like he does things that he's not even supposed to do. So we get into it. The kids from Earth have met each other, and we got these
Yeah,
two
on the ship.
siblings,
Yeah.
Mina and
I
okay,
can't. I don't remember his name. Just
you know. Oh, he.
we just call him like his nickname,
There we go.
like the like.
Hiroshi.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
they called him Professor, and then we got like, well, they were talking because apparently, this is so funny. I've seen anime do it before. Mina is a sort of like internet celebrity, and she
like more like us, like more of like a
yeah, like
YouTuber,
a
like
YouTuber, but like in this
like
show, apparently they're just called tubers or something.
tubers
They had,
or like or something.
yeah, they had like a unique name for it,
But
and
it,
she's
but it's never said. But it's more of like think about like us, like YouTubers, but then mobile cameras, way
no, yeah,
better.
it is
Yeah,
because anime has done this before, where they will change the name a little bit. Like there's another one I'm watching,
yeah.
Eden Zero, where like one of the characters is a YouTuber, but
Mhm.
instead of YouTuber in that world, they're called beecubers.
Beekeepers.
Yeah, so they'll do this interesting thing with like words around, but you know what they are. They're just
Yeah,
YouTubers.
but basically, our version of a influencer. That's what I go.
Exactly. So she's
Yeah.
like streaming while like her brother apparently is explaining to her things because she's a little bit dumb.
And
Um,
not
and then they
well.
meet.
Hey. Well, at least she's not a like ditzy.
Oh yeah, that's true. Well, it's
Oh, okay.
questionable
Well,
as the episodes
well,
progress. But
yeah. Well, in certain parts of the series, then
yeah,
okay, then yes.
so then we
Then,
come
like I agree.
into our third guy, which is
I can't remember the name. Okay, so
Hey.
like
See, I'm
all
trying to like, because it sounds very similar to Toya, so I had to constantly listen to it to be sure. And I think it's Tayo.
no, yeah. I think it is Tayo. Yeah.
Tayo, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Tayo.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Yeah.
sure if we're getting it
Yeah.
wrong. Then forgive us. Like
Yeah.
sometimes these names are like a little bit, especially when you have
So
two
like
names so
names that are
similar.
like names that are so similar. So we're just gonna
Exactly. So
so we're just gonna refer
and
to the other human kid Tayo. Okay, so it's
yeah,
like
Tayo. So and apparently Tayo's just he's very knowledgeable, excited to go on this trip, and just
two. Yeah.
I mean, that's the impression we get. He's just this very intelligent but curious guy. And so
Yeah.
they go up to the station while at the same time we progress again to like Toya having a physical with this girl named Konoha.
Konoha
Because apparently they have implants in
implants.
brains that allow them to survive in
L-
space,
yeah,
and while
live in
they're
space. So because like without those implants, they would die.
it's like without those implants, they would die. Like
Mhm.
it briefly gets explained that they had those implants put in their brains when they were 3 in order to survive, but not a lot really gets explained about that in this episode. But more like more gets explained later on, and apparently there's a rumor or something that the implants essentially will kill them. And he's been told not to mess with them, but he's trying to save Konoha because apparently she's dying.
From her like implant.
Yeah, from her implant, because apparently they are
Well, see,
disintegrating inside
yeah.
of their own brains, but hers has progressed faster than his. Is I never understood.
No.
So-
Okay. For the like implants, like those were like supposed to slowly degrade and just form in like to water and just like get dissipate. But then with there's something happens where theirs didn't properly disintegrate, but theirs are still around though. Like yeah, because like for strange reasons, while like they were supposed to grow up, their implant's supposed to disintegrate gradually, but
And so they're being done like physical. Think of it just like physical therapy, so they can go down to Earth. And this is where Toya, our emo protagonist, shows his emo-ness by like constantly talking about how he'd rather just stay in space. He doesn't want to go to Earth. He
space, and then
refers to those who are living in Earth as Earthland, and he constantly tells them to go back to their cradle. It's kind of funny.
they cradle and then die, and then like
Yeah, then
where.
die. Yeah, he's constantly go back to your cradle and die. It's
Hmm.
hilarious seeing this attitude from like a 14-year, I think it is.
Yeah, that's my
And
guess.
so,
Like 14, 15, usually, like you're
yeah,
in
well,
like,
I mean,
like because like you're in like your emo phase, So yeah.
yeah, I mean, his age never. I don't remember if his age got brought up, but
No,
Kona
no,
has.
no, no, it didn't. Because like I don't
Well,
know. To me,
well,
it
at
looks
the
like.
last episode, Kona. I think it's at the last or one of the last. Kona had does state her age, so it made me believe that maybe they're around the same age. That's why I
Yeah.
say 40-ish. So,
So like yeah, it's
um,
more or less of like middle school, high schoolish.
yeah, he does say he's in middle school. So let's
Yeah. Okay.
give it that age. He is in middle school.
Okay.
And
Yes.
so the Earthlings are being given a tour of like the
Station.
station hotel. We keep learning about the AIs. Apparently, there's this robot sort of human AI called 12, and he's very advanced. Like it's very futuristic, like to the point
Yeah.
that apparently they're like afraid of like AI sort of getting out of control. So they have these
Called like eliminators, just blocking. Like
blocking their like intelligence, and so
yeah.
like
Hmm. So think of
apparently
so think of the movie like I Robot, where like the robots get all crazy. So yeah. But
yeah,
yeah.
just think of that. And so
Yeah.
at this point everything's just normal. There's a bit of bad blood between like Toya and the Earthlings because like he's being told you gotta be nice to them, like
Hmm.
do a speech, but his attitude is completely
Oh, the funny thing it is also he is also an influencer too, but then he just and like he's sponsored too, but then he just doesn't really give a care.
yeah. So like in order to like be comfortably living in space, like because he's like this
Hey, Audrey.
very famous like kid on the tuber thing too for like being the first, no, the last child to be born on the moon.
An apple feast, Audrey. Yum. Sorry.
No, go ahead. I should also keep an eye on the chat.
Okay. No, yeah, because like Audrey is watching us on the computer instead of the phone, and she's fixing herself something apple related food.
Oh,
I don't.
nice.
That's what she said.
I ate before the stream. That's why I just wanted coffee. We had a
I ate, but then like I'm mostly drinking my second beer right now. So
yeah. Let's see. What did I think it was? Shit,
so
how do
I'm
you
a,
pull them? Well,
I
it was past us. Just I remember somebody telling me, "Oh, that's spaghetti," but I'm like, no, because it's not noodles. It's mac, but it had
yeah.
ground beef and
Hmm.
sauce.
Okay.
Anyway, let's see. So they're like getting comfortable, trying to make sure everything's good, and at the same time, like apparently in the station, Toya's uncle with like the crew are like getting everything set up,
Yep,
making
for like the
sure
party, because like
phone.
yep, and like his uncle is the mayor of the state of the hotel slash
Oh yeah,
station.
yeah. He's the mayor of this place.
Can I say okay? I don't know. Okay, this is futuristic. Like okay, that one girl on the like wherever station like with the uncle, right? She's French, and I'm going. Okay, this is like a typical anime for sure, where there's always has to be someone that doesn't speak Japanese, but then with a different accent.
Wait, she's French?
Yeah,
I
she
thought she
sounds
was
French.
I thought she was. I thought she was Russian.
Is she Russian?
I don't know. Whenever she talks, the accent sounds more like a Russian accent to me.
Okay, well, hey. To me, she sounds French. Okay, but for you, it's right. Hey.
No, but you are right. Probably. Now you got me curious after the stream. I'm probably just gonna look a scene in like Japanese to see what they did in Japanese, because sometimes they won't really like.
No, it's funny though. Okay, there's some dubs. It's either usually someone country, but then this one, I'm like, wait, really? No country or okay, no French?
Because the thing is,
Mm-hmm.
usually it's the dubs like putting these like accents, because when you actually watch the Japanese version and you'll have somebody from like another country, you won't really hear an accent, but you'll
Mhm.
know they're from another country
Mhm.
because you'll see them maybe talking in English or like having
Yeah.
a few sentences in the
Yeah.
language of that other country.
No, but then like the funny thing for me is like this is probably a way old anime, like way back. I forgot which anime was it, where one of the girls was like British. I'm like British talking in like an English dubbed Japanese anime. It's so interesting. It's like, you know, we're like okay, we're in Japan with this British person. You
Oh,
know.
you should close after this. You should look up even because I don't know how cut up you are, but like in Kuroko's Basket, like season 2, you should just watch the. I think it's in the middle of like the first episode. All of a sudden, like, it's for a brief moment, but all of a sudden, and like it's not broken. It's like pretty good for two like Japanese actors. Like Taiga's actor and another character that shows up, they start talking English to each other, and it sounds
What?
pretty good. You should look it up.
Oh man, yeah, yeah. No, because like I find it amusing where like like watching videos like like all
It
the
is
time you hear
amusing. That's why a lot of
you
times
go like wait a minute this
when I
like
can tell a scene where like in the because sometimes they'll change things, but if I can tell that like they were in the original they were speaking English, I will. Even if I can't understand the rest of the episode, I will look it up just to watch that one scene.
no because like yeah because like I find it amusing. It's like majority of times like oh country talk with them British wait what Brit wait what it's amusing. It's
Yeah.
like okay it's like okay commonplace now. It's like okay a
Well, it
typical
could be
trope.
that they've been more people have been moving in, and as far as I've seen, they've been allowing
Yeah.
lately they've been getting more like people
Hmm.
from other countries into the industry, like because
Oh, I like the
they've been
voice
moving
acting, huh?
into Japan.
Yeah. Oh, so I like this like some more of like the international I like voice actors then, huh?
Yeah, because over there, dude. Okay, guys, I know we're going a bit of a tangent, but
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
dude,
yeah, yeah.
over there,
But like yeah, like so real quick, okay, guys, don't worry.
voice acting is not treated like over here, where it's like it's more considered part of acting. Voice actor over there is something of itself. Where like you have colleges and like school programs just to teach you like how to voice act and what goes into it and like to really like the skateway into the industry.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a really big thing over there.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
that's
So
where
okay.
we left off. Like they're okay, so they're being introduced into everything, which is like how everything works, how to be comfortable in the stay and like
Oh,
going
the
from
funny
like
scene I think it was like from I think like either still in episode 1 or 2 where they go like they go to the food and they go space food is so awesome, but then like it looks like an ice cream bar.
oh yeah, that's in the first. I'm pretty sure it's in the first episode where like then
Yeah.
Toya shows up and he's like, "You guys like that stuff?" Like he's showing some disdain, like how can you guys? And I just laugh because I'm like, but
I'm like,
isn't
no,
that
no,
what
no.
you constantly eat?
I know, no. Same thing. I'm like, wait a minute, because like when I watched it twice, I was like, wait a minute, you live in space and you eat that stuff, right?
Exactly. So like they're
And then like he's bashing them too
yeah,
for
he's
eating.
constantly bashing them, and he's like it's so funny because here these kids are being so fascinated with space, and like the guy who has lived here his whole life is like bashing them, and like constantly like he doesn't like them that these strangers are like coming into his
Space,
space.
Hmm.
Ironic as that sounds.
Yeah. Hashtag space. There you go.
Yeah. And then so I don't remember exactly.
Oh, and then like slowly we get to find out that Toya is a white hat hacker that's sort of like almost like a sort of like hired by this was it like the UT2, right, or like whatever faction. Basically they're like a counter like hackers, basically
Hmm,
like hacker
yeah, because it
police
is.
almost. Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it is that something happens where like
Hmm.
because Toya slowly has been releasing the limiter, like the intelligence limiter on his own like
Hmm.
android when he's not
Like
supposed to. And
his
so
his AI,
his AI
droids him.
insult, Tayo notices this and ends up on a chase with like Toya trying to capture him because apparently he is a agent for the government of this world. Uh
Called, yeah, something, the UT2 or something.
yeah,
I,
something like that.
yeah.
And so they go on this massive chase
Yeah,
and
but then like okay, he's like, yes, I am a white hat hacker.
I'm a white hacker.
Yeah.
All this, it's very like funny. But then while in the middle of
The,
before I forget,
yeah.
we get introduced into another character, which is an adult who's apparently taking care of the kids, even though she hates them. Called NASA. Yes,
NASA.
guys, that is her name, NASA.
Yes, they're really creative with this one for like this anime.
Yeah, they.
Oh, that and also, hey, she's a their slash nurse slash doctor and slash the head of the medical department.
She has, dude. She has a lot of jobs under her belt. And so
But like,
while this is
still,
happening, the crew at the control center, they're monitoring things around there, and they notice like some sort of weird
asteroid
movements,
water things.
asteroids, like something's going on. And then as they keep investigating, trying to figure out what's going on, all of a sudden something smashes against the
Like,
station.
the station, or like the barrier of,
But something with
yeah.
something against the station, and next thing we know, like there's chaos. And as the
Hmm.
crew's trying to investigate what hit them, apparently it was a comet.
Hmm. A comet made out of ice particles.
Yeah, ice particle.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I,
basically,
I, I don't understand science, so don't even try and ask
no,
me
no,
how.
okay, okay, no. So basically, a ice comet, basically because like they use the ice comet like to mine water, so they can drink from it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
that happens, and then like apparently fragments of like the comet end up dispersed like all over
The
the area.
station, and then like some fragments are going towards the Earth.
Yeah, towards the earth. And so while they're trying to figure out what exactly is going on, what's happening, why this comet ended up here, and all
Hmm.
this, back at the station, the kids are trying to figure out what exactly happened because all they know is that something just hit them.
Uh-huh.
And NASA gets hurt protecting the two siblings,
Mina and whatever her brother name
Amina
is.
and her brother. Toya and Tayo ended up in like some other area because they were still in their little chase when all of
Chase.
this happens. While
Can you say
Konoha was in her
like
room
real
this
quick?
whole this
Um,
whole time, so she
yeah.
doesn't even know what's going on. Apparently, she's hearing voices and
Uh-huh.
seeing
Mhm.
things.
Yep.
It's strange.
Yeah. But like real quick, can you say the funny thing is like for Mina, she goes her intro goes
Yeah.
Mina for you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Whenever she starts, it's so funny because she'll have like so
Her
she'll
YouTube
have like
like
her
intro.
hand in like an L shape in front of her head with like I think even one
Oh
of her
really?
eyes closed and just be like, "Hey guys, Mina here," and it's like the craziest
Oh.
thing.
Oh really? Oh okay.
Yes.
Okay. See, well, thank you for this. Like, see, like, see, this is why I have friends that are partially sighted, helping out with that description. Wow, I never knew that. Okay, I
Yeah, dude,
really,
I noticed it like the second time she's streaming, like when she's doing the I noticed that like she has her hand and I was like, oh my god,
really, like an
no.
L shape, really?
Yes, and then L
Oh
shape
my
like
god.
with her index with like her index and like her pointer
Pointer
finger.
finger?
Yeah, and
Really?
like close to her head in that L shape. She constantly has her hand like that.
Wow, but like for us, is that's the loser sign. So basically, she's
I
calling
know.
everyone a loser.
I don't know. Like I'm telling you, she's not the brightest character as the show
So
would like to tell us.
basically, no. So basically, going, hi losers.
So like I'm forgetting like exactly which episode. So I'm just going to be talking about events as they go
No,
on as
no,
I'm
yes, yeah,
remembering.
yeah. So, like I said, this is spoilers. Like, yeah. So, like I said, this format is so different, like from before. We're just gonna just talk about it, okay, guys?
Yeah. So eventually the boys like they find I think it was a
So, a shelter because like
oh a
there's
shelter. Okay, that's what it was.
yeah because like the space station, once the pieces of like the comet hit the station, like there are like leaks on the station because of holes from the
Yeah, so they
fragments.
find they find a shelter, but it's so funny because Ty is trying to like find certain things and like he's questioning Toya on why they don't have them, and Toya's constant answer is the shelter's not finished. The
Yes,
shelter wasn't finished built. It's so funny because he's
because
constantly
because
reiterating
it was
that.
sponsored, okay. But then I like not no more, okay.
Yeah, like he's constantly having to tell this person it hadn't been finished built. Like it's not the shelter's not finished.
Yeah.
And they start arguing
Huh.
back and forth
Yeah. Oh,
because
you know, like
Kyle.
okay. Like the funny thing about like a Toya is he keeps trying to morally going, no, you can't hack. Okay, I'm gonna prevent you, but at the same time, it's like, uh, whatever his name is, right?
Because
Uh,
he deems that as long as you do things by the book or like
yeah,
by the
yeah,
law, then you're fine. Because notice how he's constantly telling Toya that like hacking
yeah,
or doing is bad, but it's only because Toya's doing certain things
yeah.
that are a
But
little
then,
bit illegal or like questioning because
but
he
like, but
never.
okay, but like at the same time, it may be illegal, but at the same time, it's actually helping them out. But
No,
then
it's very helping them.
yeah, but then
Helping
like
them out.
he's like not like like the guy like Toya is not really thinking, okay, this is helping us out, but then he goes, this is still illegal, but I still want to arrest you, but thank you at the same time for helping us out, for saving us, but at the same time it's like, come on man, make up your mind, dude, which one? I don't know, but that character it keeps flip flopping, you know, it's kind of annoying for me, for him, you know. Yeah, but like, but I do get the moral aspect of it for like for his character, you know.
No, yeah, it's very interesting. And so they're they're all like just finding their way, getting back, and like
Mm-hmm.
along the way after the bickering of the boys and apparently them like
Yeah.
forming
Whatever
a true
weird.
a truce.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
supposed to be a temporary truce, but like in anime fashion, it just becomes a truce.
A
So
truce and like some almost like a
and a
weird
weird
friendship.
it goes from temporary truce to full truce to like this weird friendship between the two.
Yeah.
Um and so
And then like
eventually
then
they end up stumbling across
um
a unconscious Konoha.
yep, I like Konoha because like the power went out and like the internet went out. Some because like if the internet goes out, like their implants really does affect them. So he
Yeah.
like Toya is hack well not really hacking because like he actually knew like a NASA's password. So technically he wasn't really hacking. He actually knew the password anyways, but
Yeah,
that's my
but see that's just really show you that like where their implants were at because
Mhm.
like she ends up unconscious because of like what happened and at the guess at the state of where her implant is.
Yeah.
While Toya this whole time has been completely fine. Like his only real issue is like apparently having problems when there's gravity.
Uh-huh.
That's the only thing that seems to affect him as far as we see it. And so they
And like it and like you do see it too because like he goes he breathes so hard when he
yeah,
you
he
know
breathes really hard, so you can tell that like this just any like
physical.
physical labor
Hmm.
with like the force of gravity like just apparently like hinders him or like affects him in some form. And so they're trying to make sure that Kono has like okay, and so they notice
Hmm.
that she's kinda not breathing. And so Toya again, the whole like hacking, he does something and
Mm-hmm.
like apparently saves her.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually they find their way back to where NASA and the other two kids, and they explain to her what they did. She gets mad at him, but then Tayo vouches for him, telling her, I know he's not supposed to, but if he
He's
hadn't
a
done
good
anything,
guy,
he would die.
yeah, like he is a good guy, but then at the same time, she goes, hinting that he he's he's an idiot for some parts.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
like that's the real sweet thing between like Konoha and Toya that I keep
Mm-hmm.
finding, where like
Mm-hmm.
Konoha's constantly like apologizing for him, even telling the group, "Listen, I know he can be a bit cold and mean, but majority of
Abrasive.
stuff he says, he doesn't really mean it. Like
Mm-hmm.
deep down, he's a good guy. So like really, so please don't judge him."
No, okay, really, like for this anime, like all the characters, well, some of them is like have like really good growth though. Yeah, so
Yes, they do. And so they what do they do next? Okay, so they continue along. I think it's spacesuits that they end up finding eventually, and they put
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is where like it takes place. I forgot which one, episode two. Well, like we're like beyond episode two and
Yeah,
three
I
already. Anyway,
keep forgetting exactly like episodes. I'm just trying to
yeah,
remember
yeah,
like
yeah,
events and timeline, and so
yeah, guys. So it's like like we're not trying like to take this like too long. Just that it may be 6 episodes, but each episode was just pretty longer than usual
yeah,
for late
and so
anime.
but not this whole time. NASA apparently took a pretty big hit when she protected the kids because at one
Yeah.
point she's in a wheelchair and she's showing like clear signs that like she's in pain and like there's a few times where like she's coughing, so like
Hmm.
something definitely is wrong with her, even though she's like painting to the kids that she's completely fine.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, so let's see. So they find the spacesuits, then they find
Yeah.
the
Yeah. So like so it's just
chief.
like about like a good 5-10 minutes, like just them figuring out.
Yeah, and then
You
they
know.
they find the chief call character, like apparently the chief.
Yeah, the chief that is in a bunny suit. I
Yeah.
think. Wait, is it
Yes.
really? Oh my gosh.
Well, they. He says he's a pixie, like when he
Oh,
gets introduced to the kids at the beginning, but it. I don't know if it's my ass playing with me, but it looks like a bunny to me.
okay, but then like the funny thing, it's like the real like the kid's like, oh no, wait, he's an old man. What?
Yeah, and at one point, because apparently he does have dementia, like he does get, and there's at
Uh-huh.
one point where they're
Yep,
like, "Wait,
yep.
what's going on?" Toya and Konoha are like, "No, it's fine. He just
They act so
he
casual
just
too.
yeah, like they're like, oh, he's fine. Give it a minute.
Don't
He'll be back
worry,
in
don't
like a
worry.
few. He'll be back in a few seconds." And legit, the next thing we see him, he's back to normal. So this is why I really like this show, because like here they're like, yeah, we're gonna show you real problems that can happen.
Oh yeah. Oh, and wait, wait. Oh no. It's like, don't worry. Okay, before we go out for that quick spacewalk, right? Oh wait, don't worry. Okay, just give him a minute. He'll be fine.
Yeah,
Then
so they end up because the comments hit them again. They end up this workaround, and so they have to walk through like this path to like get to like this other
uh,
place,
yeah,
which
like the other section of like the
the
moon.
other section, which
Yeah,
they had specific names for each section, but
yeah,
like
like Mars. Like yeah, you have like the Earth section.
yeah, Earth section. So they
Yeah,
end up in the Mars
section.
section,
Hmm.
and they start like taking a break.
Hmm.
They get snacks and like they're back in the internet, and so
No,
here is
that's funny
where
though. She's like, yeah, okay, hey, like the food's on me.
yeah, like it's so funny. And here we see like Mina's through priorities, but it's like anytime the internet gets back and you see her like, yes, the internet's back, and she like just starts streaming
Streaming again.
immediately. So this is where Toya's and Tayo's strange truce turns into their weird friendship, because they
Yeah.
both decide to have like this talk where like Ty apparently doesn't want to arrest him because he's trying to like get him to stop what he's doing and maybe find
A different
like
way.
a different way. And this is where we get the full story about the implants because apparently there had, even though Toya was that child, there had been at least
10 other kids.
10 other kids
Yeah,
that
yeah, like so,
had
like
been born or like that had been born like on
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 the
the
moon. But
moon.
basically,
And
yeah, like so basically, total 15 kids. But then, out like well, like the later five had like the implants. But then
exactly,
first
it's like
10
out of,
like it
I
didn't
believe
really
it
have it.
was that like he starts explaining to him that like 15 children like had been born, and like by the time like that they give them the implants, only 5
Survived,
had like
like
survived.
survived. Yeah.
And then they explain that like around quickly like eventually like out of those 5 like the only 2 remaining were like him and Konoha because the other ones died due to their implants like
Hmm.
melting
Yeah.
because they had and the reason why they did the implants was because they discovered that something in space like and the moon
Hmm.
very gradually like affected
Hmm.
children in certain growth and like developmental ages.
Hmm.
So it wasn't really ideal or safe for like children to be growing up in the moon and like in
Yeah,
space.
because
And
like
then
because of the environment
yeah, the
of
environment. And so
yeah, of
Toya
space.
starts telling him that he has been taking away the limiter of like his android, which he calls
Uh,
Dobby,
yep.
um, away because he's trying to make something far more intelligent than this old grand AI called Seven, which is the one that invented the implants that apparently
Hmm.
died like years ago.
Yeah, so we get
Because
to
he wants to
to
find
slowly
a way to.
understand, guys, that you know that in this future, like AI is very top, and so like in this future where Joker says, this 7 program got so smart that it kind of not went crazy, but just went overly powerful. So now,
Yeah,
like we're like in their timeline, or where they're at, like the UT2, where government is basically limiting like the AI, like the intelligence of like the AI.
yeah, and so he even though he's not supposed to because his goal is fixing the implant so like Konoha can live. But despite all this, Tai is trying to tell him, no, what you're doing is wrong. You will just have another incident like what happened with Seven. Like, but at the
Yeah,
end of the day,
it's like telling
he's
them,
like we're not done with this conversation.
yeah,
Like
it's
we're
it's
still
like
gonna talk
still
later.
trying to convince them, going, we need these limiters, okay? Like our AIs do need the limiters, but then like Toya is going, no, our AI doesn't need the limiters.
Exactly. So it's very funny seeing that interaction. And so
Yeah, it is.
eventually they start tinkering around trying to figure out
Hmm.
because now they're all safe. Toya's trying to figure out, okay, how can they check the control center so they can check on the crew because he really wants to make sure that his uncle is okay.
Yeah,
And so they figure out with like some images and this tech around. And at first he starts panicking because the control center is
smashed, right?
really.
Yeah, but like, was it smashed or like damaged?
Um, see, I didn't really understood what was wrong with the control center. Like my image went, it's probably destroyed or something. I don't know because
Or
it was
like it
black.
has a hole?
I don't know. It was black. I couldn't really tell, but their
Okay.
expressions and he starts like no, my uncle, and then Nasa next to him, he's like no, Toya, like have faith, but then eventually like the professor tells him like wait the second control room, and then they figure out that they're okay and
Yeah.
they're able to communicate with each other again.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile,
Yep. So
meanwhile, that's when we're like the next episode, like this is where we're finally shown
4. episode 4.
before, like, while this whole time, what had been happening in that control center, and yeah, it was that um more fragments of the comet kept striking the station. They even collided with the control center, and I think it opened a hole where it slashes, so they had to move. And so they're
Yep. So,
trying
yeah,
to,
like so they are in like the secondary state, like main station.
yeah. So they're trying to figure out how to like make sure the kids get out
And then like
safely.
yep.
And
And then
while they're
like
doing that, they spot a
a
government
UT.
ship
Yeah.
that's supposed to
Yep.
save them.
Hmm. But then like in actuality, it's a ship where like they're planning to destroy the station.
Yeah, they're trying. And then apparently NASA has an app that lets her see the future. Cough cough.
Mm-hmm.
Um and she tells Konoha to remember this word called fits, which
Fits.
I
Okay. Okay.
so
To
I'm
me,
gonna be honest with you. I don't understand why they even put that as a plot point because it didn't really do anything at the end.
no. Okay. To me, okay. This is where I'm coming. To me, I think like the computer or like the AI is trying to figure out the word love. So all you can figure out is like fits. Because like like the
Maybe.
humanity and humans.
Maybe. And so eventually don't even is my
Yeah, you're fine. You're good. You're
okay.
good.
No, I was trying to figure out if my doors
Closed.
closed because somebody decided to put the vacuum robot to work.
Oh, the
Um,
Roomba.
yes, we have a Roomba. Well, it's a different company, but yes, we have a Roomba. Anyway, so
Yes.
eventually they learned that apparently the comet was provided with AI technology, and
Mm-hmm.
it's been able to just roam around on its
Mm-hmm.
own and just learn things that it has been given.
Mm-hmm.
And so, in order to like, cause some of the fragments start coming inside of
Ship.
the
No, no, the station.
station,
The station.
Mina
Yeah.
Mina gets stuck in this bulk thing, and
Like the bulkhead, basically a room where like she gets so like she didn't really care. She's like, oh yay, it's opening up. She didn't really give a flipping care. She just runs into it, going, "Yay, I'm first!" and da 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 da. And then like starts streaming again.
yeah, and then apparently it closes and
Okay,
even
the funny about that scene goes, the thing says warning. She goes, "Oh, I don't understand warning." Wait, what? How can you not understand warning?
now see this
Yeah,
this this is why I say she's dumb.
yeah.
And
But then the
so
funny thing,
they're
she
trying,
like she does understand. Oh, suffocation, but she doesn't understand
yeah.
warning. Yeah, okay.
So they're trying to like save her and deal with this. And so
Hmm.
Tayo like finally gives permission to like remove the limiters, and then
Okay.
guys,
Oh,
guys, I don't understand this. This is where like the whole
no,
like you don't
yeah,
question anime thing. So somehow they managed to merge Tayo's AI called Bright with Daki, which very funny because before all of this start, we get a moment where like Mina starts asking Toya questions about like just of
him.
him, and she just it's you call it Daki, which is a robot, but what does it stand for? And get this, guys, Daki stands for Darkness Killer.
Yes, and then like she goes, that is so emo.
Yeah, which kinda is.
Well, okay. Well, since it's the future, so software, basically can combine together. Like so AI can combine together.
At this point, you, as somebody who has like been watching anime since like very little, you learn over the years. You just don't question anime because sometimes certain things happen that you
Hmm.
just, if you question it, you're probably gonna lose brain cells. You're
Brain
gonna,
cells, and then just go into your own infinite loop.
yeah, and you're probably gonna go insane. So they're the robot robots merge, and then the limiter thing gets taken off, and you see them having this
Mhm.
battle with the fragments, and they get a satellite to like get this, guys, communicate with the comet.
Yes, so like this is
Yes,
also where it also gets revealed that the comet is a former version of like the the all powerful AI seven, but then now it's the second seven AI
second,
that is
yeah, and
even more
so they,
powerful. And now, yeah,
so
but then like
eventually, they,
you have a hacker slash terrorist group named get this, John Doe.
yep, Yondo, guys, and they release as far as they can like limiter on Daki, and because his the limiter on his intelligence is like off, and it went off to the roof, and previously what Toya had been doing.
Can you say like real quick?
Um,
You know,
Bright.
like
Okay, so
no,
Bright
no, wait,
Soul Being.
wait. Like have like you noticed that like the limiters are just the straight up alphabet.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Level. They start going like level A, level B, level.
See,
Yeah, it's a freaking alphabet. So
hey, no.
very
Also,
funny
I'm
because
like going. Wait, where is the count from Sesame Street?
I know. So Daki starts communicating with Seven, and it's so
No, no,
funny because while
no, no,
he's
no, no,
doing this, because
no. It's dark bright.
oh yes, yes, now it's dark bright.
Yeah,
But Toya still calls, just, they still call them like disrespected names.
yeah,
But the thing is, like, Donkey starts communicating with Seven. It's so funny because
yeah,
Bride is being the translator for the humans and like
yeah.
telling them what to do.
Do yeah, I know.
Which I don't understand because, like, guys, like, so Bright is constantly communicating with Tayo in like human speech, but whenever Toya gives a command to Daki never communicates in
There's
human speech. He just
nope.
does this noise like Daki.
Yeah, this weird like wherever like AI noise. Yeah, it's like
Yeah, and it sounds, yeah, like he goes like the Daki, come here. And instead of like when he does it, Bride just says like, it's just like, I'm coming, tired. You just hear Daki go, Daki.
hmm
So um they're doing this, and now they're making sure to communicate, and then all of a sudden Bright stops, and it gets revealed that Masa is a double agent, and she's actually a terrorist working for John Doe.
Yep, yeah. Slash a terrorist group. Yeah. So truth be guys, okay. From halfway to like the other half where we're at now. Yeah. Seriously, I was really surprised too because like they hit her character really good.
See, I started before that gets
To me
revealed,
though, okay,
I
to
started
me.
being, huh?
No, like to me though, because like because like
No,
okay,
no,
because
yes, no, no. See, the thing is, I was like you until the few minutes before that gets revealed, where like
yeah,
her and Kanaha are talking, and
yeah,
she
yeah.
has the app thing, and she's talking about the timelines being intertwined, and like,
Oh yeah, and then like the
before
S
like
thing too,
Nina
you know.
gets stuck, and then at
Yeah.
that, it didn't really lead me to like, oh, she's a, but it did start causing me suspicions. I'm like, okay, what? Why does she have
Yeah,
some
no, no,
power?
yeah,
Like,
yeah, like because like she goes, huh, this is like the S, whatever, not style, but like, wait, 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 that looks like an S though. Wait, what? Yeah, because like that also like just asks you questions like, wait a minute, yeah, it's like, why is she keeping up with the poem? Yeah, like the seven poem. Yes, there is a seven poem for the AI. So I'm like,
yeah, because
yeah,
apparently, guys, this seven AI before it died, I left these poems predicting the future and everything that would happen. And
mm-hmm,
so
mm-hmm.
there's this the terrorist group completely believes in the poem, and they decipher it, and they learn that in the poem, or like what the AI believe was that eventually, um,
Yeah,
humanity was going to die out because
yeah,
of
or like humanity. Wherever 36, 37% of the humanity, this much needs to die.
yeah, because see, the prediction was that due to the environment like being fucked up
Like
and
global warming or like wherever,
global
like
warming and all that,
yeah, yeah,
they predicted that in a few years, like all of humanity would die. But
yeah.
then seven was, well, if a third of humanity is wiped out,
It should help
there's
out
high
like
probability that the survivors will not die and they will
and then like the Earth should be fine.
yeah, but obviously the main characters are like, this is insane, what are you thinking? And so
Uh-huh.
another battle ensues between the children and the adult.
Hmm.
um and somehow Tayo fixes Bright, and they merge
Oh
again
yeah.
and start
Oh
their
yeah.
fight.
Yeah. Yep. 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 Like because
And then
a
so
little
while
short.
Nasa is fighting them, she's going off on the speech and telling Toya that they're both the same, and Toya apparently starts
And
getting
still going.
doubts.
And still going until the end. I still hate kids or like children.
Oh no, yeah. But it was interesting because like while she's giving her speech, because she's talking to him, he starts doubting his himself and his
Hmm.
motivations, talking about his thought process was
Well,
along the
like
same
well,
lines.
like yeah, like doubting, but then
He
like also like realizing, yeah, what he said before
Yeah,
was
what he and then when he starts like, I wanted the same, that's when Konoha kind of snaps him out of it and being like, no, you only because he says something about that he wanted
the Earthlings
not
to
the one
die,
where
and all that stuff.
no, not that he wanted the AIs to reach it was something, what was it?
Oh. Like to reach lunatic.
Lunatic,
Stan.
yes, to reach lunatic. But then Konoha quickly tells him like no, you were only doing that to help me with my implant, like you just,
Hmm.
and just like you just wanted to save me, you never wanted to harm them.
Yeah, but then
And
like,
so that kind of that kind of snaps him out of it, that
yeah,
maybe.
but then like also because like this is where like you get his good like a character growth where like he actually realizes like, oh man, like
Yeah, but his thought process was a little bit wrong, because even though
yeah, because
at the
like
end of the day he had good intentions, because all he wanted to do was save his friend, he
yeah,
realizes that the way he was kind of going about it and where his thought process was going was not the right way. And so
yeah,
then he starts realizing.
because like he didn't realize saying, oh, wherever this much percentage of like the people should die, because like he didn't really think that, oh, actual people really do needed to die. Yeah,
Exactly. And so
yeah,
that's when, especially because he's interacted with these people, so now he starts realizing that they're not as bad as he thought. And so the fight ensues, and then when the fight is done,
yeah,
um NASA dies.
yeah.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is, because they end up locking her in the bulkhead or something. I can't remember.
Yeah,
She's
but then
locked in.
I don't know, because like it looks like she had internal injuries.
Yeah, she did had internal injuries as well. That's why, like, the constant coughing. That's why she kept pretending that she was fine. But whenever the kids weren't around, she would let her guard down, and that's
Yeah,
where you would see clear signs that she's not fine. But then I don't know, it is that she hits something or something happens, but like she dies. I just didn't understand how,
no,
but she
okay.
does.
Basically, my guesses was like her like internal injuries were just too much, and she was bleeding inside, and did probably she knew, but then like she finally
Probably.
realizes that
So
that like
she,
yeah.
yeah,
That
and
was my
so
guess only. Yeah, it's my
um
guess.
no, yeah, that's probably good, yeah, because I didn't really understood. And so meanwhile, the kids are like trying to figure out what they're gonna do next. The other adults left were like try, because she does end up destroying
Hmm.
this satellite that we need to communicate. Oh, before I forget, so 12 died, sort of.
I like the AI. Yes, I like.
The
Sorry,
AI
guys.
sort of died.
Yeah. So like in this
Yeah,
anime, I
there's
like
there's a lot. So
names
there's a
for like
lot. So
the
if we
different.
go back, it's because sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
go back. Yeah, yeah. So like in the beginning, like there was a AI like named 12. So okay, so yeah. So
Yeah, and so he sort of dies and helped them as much as he could, and so like um they can't communicate with the seven
seven, the
anymore or
second like the
something.
second seven.
That's when yeah, but that's when Bright reveals to Tayo that in reality they still can. They just need permission, like for him to get permission to
Like
remove the
like the
last
limiters.
limiter on Rocky's intelligence. And Tayo's like, but I don't have like permission for that. And Bryce like,
Yeah,
actually
you
you
do.
do. Yeah,
Okay,
and he goes into
I find
explanation.
it funny. This kid has so much uh power, like to grant permission, even though it's kind of weird. Even though like he's only probably, even though like the anime referenced him as like a low level, whatever worker hacker, but then somehow in
Yeah,
anime
but then it
fashion
gets yeah, but then
again,
it gets
yeah,
yeah, but then it
yeah,
gets revealed that apparently that wasn't really what he was because apparently his dad does have some sort of considerable power
yeah.
in the government.
Yeah, so for
Um,
like probably he didn't realize how much power that like he had, for like
yeah,
the
it was a case of that he really didn't realize, and so
yeah.
he starts telling him that seven, the limit that seven had it because he didn't have any like I guess human impressions. He had thrown it himself, and then Ty's like, then why are you still asking me permission for this? And that's when he goes into that explanation and tells him, um,
Like the John
I
Doe
have
group,
human impressions
yeah,
from you and your father. So like, I still need.
permission.
He's kind of like letting Taya know that like, okay, yeah, I'm more self aware now and I have this intelligence, but like, I still need to trust you to like give me this permission. And
Yeah,
so he
because
ends
like
up giving it.
yeah, because like the John Doe group, the slash terrorist group, basically did put a limit on the second seven.
Yeah, so all of a sudden, Docky has no limiter now whatsoever, and so he's now freely able to communicate with
Mm-hmm,
Second Seven. So they
mm-hmm.
start this debate, and that's when they learn that apparently Seven thinks that humanity and human beings are two separate entities.
Yep. Trust me. Trust me. Okay, I am the same as you. Went and go. Wait, what? It's the
dude,
same thing.
dude, my brain just went. Okay, this is supposed to be a very intelligent being, but he's making this mistake. Okay.
No, just like even like watching it a second time, I'm still went. Really? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know, right? AI is supposed to be that smart, but then can't can't you know can't figure out that humanity and humans are practically the same thing. Huh. Joker, you there? Uh
Hold on.
oh. Huh? Uh oh.
I'm trying to catch up with the chat to see what they've said. Okay, so far it's just been in darkness throwing a bunch of light.
No, yeah, my links. Yeah, he's just being a awesome,
No, he's being
moderator.
an awesome mod. I just wanted to see if anybody has like written anything.
No, no,
Um,
but then, like we're almost done, guys, because like this is about like a close to be an hour, even though like
yeah, we're yeah, we're
I
almost
didn't
done
think
here. And so
I didn't s- I didn't think like 6 episodes would go for like for longer than an hour or more.
yeah, I was thinking this is probably not gonna be this is probably gonna be the shortest one ever
But actually, no,
compared
it's
to
like six
the
something
other
already.
anime talks.
But then at the same time, it's still long now. So oh well, we're almost done because like I think like
Yeah.
we're like we're
So
near the end anyways. Yeah, yeah.
we're near the end. So then they're having a communication. Then they learn that separate entity, a separate AI entity inside of Second Seven helped Doki convince Second Seven to like change its mind,
Yeah, so it's
and then it
yeah,
starts
so
saying
like
that it wanted.
yeah, so referencing back to 12. So 12 is like more of like your general, basically, it's an AI where like it's used to humans asking questions. So basically,
Asking questions. So like think of a Siri, Alexa, or Google, but
yeah,
Android,
yeah,
kinda.
yeah,
And
well,
so while this is happening, Konoha gets the bright idea. Again, don't ask me how this is happening. That she'll be able to like connect the implant with like Daki and with like Second Seven, and somehow they're able to do it because apparently she and Toya have been hearing voices
voices.
since they were very little, and apparently it's been Seven communicating with
Basically,
them
yeah, and also
because of the implant.
like then like the first seven is practically the AI, the first seven did a whole Nostradamus thing predicting everything thing.
Yeah, yeah, and apparently what they thought had been a flaw of like the implants they had. Nope, Seven completely intended for those things to be that way.
Yep. So so they all got using Chris Angel's show theme, Mind Freaked.
Yep, and so Konoha is able to
Connect to like a second
connect
seven.
to Second Seven. They start this conversation, and then when she starts explaining to them that actually there is a limiter that was placed on Second Seven, and it starts referencing that he
Yeah, yeah.
wants it wants to leave its cradle, and then it wants to learn, and so they all agree to remove the limiter
Limiters.
and just the limiters and just show him all the
All the
good
good and
and
bad
bad of
things
the internet
about humanity through the internet.
through the
Yes.
internet. And guys, you know why I coughed when I said good? Because come on, let's face it, we all know how the internet is. I don't know where the good part was, to be
Yeah,
honest.
same here, same here. But then, hey, but then again, it's anime logic, okay?
Yeah,
It's
it's
anime.
anime law. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's some good in the internet, but where it's probably in the vast corners of it. So,
Yeah.
they're doing all this, and then Konoha starts getting this vast understanding, but unfortunately, it's like too much. So
Too much for her body,
too
except for
much.
her
So
mind.
she collapses, and then doesn't really want to die. And so, in the heat of the moment, because Toya doesn't want to lose his friend, he goes into
The Matrix.
hacking God mode and
Yep,
hacks
yep,
her
yep, yep.
implant thing and connects
Connects
their
to it.
implants, and like he also collapses, and the next thing we know, they're both in this
Alternate,
floating
floating
world
alternate.
that's in
Basically, the Matrix. So there you go.
yeah, the Matrix. So now they're inside of Second Seven,
Yeah. So,
and
yes, like
that's when he finds out that 12 is alive and it merged with Second Seven.
second seven, and then all of this like philosophy stuff is coming out of second seven, and then Toya doesn't want to really hear it.
Yeah,
You know.
because they start telling him that the next chapter in the seventh poem he has to write it, but
Yeah.
Toya's like, "Fuck that!
No.
I don't care about this poem. Just tell me a way to save Konoha."
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
starts in this back and forth debate with 12, and then somehow, oh my god, guys, again, anime logic. Somehow a quote unquote literal limiter gets removed from his brain or something, and then he
Uh huh.
starts going
Connect.
beyond like what the brain can take, and like
Kind of like process.
at some point I got
It's
confused
like
that
it's like the whole 11 whatever angle processing,
yeah, he
whatever
starts
like
understanding. Well, see,
dimensioning
I got
thought,
confused.
like the 11, like dimensional thought process thing, wherever how they want to
Yeah,
explain
so
it.
see, I got I got slightly confused when that is happening because like when he starts talking, like obviously you can tell it because his voice starts
Hmm.
coming like different to showcase that's happening. But
Yeah, like it
it
gets the whole
sounded like anytime he was talking, it sounded like there was that Konoha's voice was also in there somehow.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
so
it was
basically,
weird.
his voice gets a whole like auto tune thing. So there you go.
Oh yeah, there's some attitude, and apparently Konoha started somewhat merging with an AI, and
Yeah, yeah,
they're sort
yeah.
of so the back on the station, the crew's sort of getting to safety while they're trying to save Konoha because this whole time both of them are Toya and Konoha are unconscious, but then Konoha's heart has stopped, so they're
Again,
trying to revive
again,
her with
like
no
anime logic through all that. Like they're trying
yeah
to
with
be
no yeah with no
like with no
no luck whatsoever.
but then still trying to like resuscitate and shock you with the paddles. But then it's like a good 5-10 minutes still doing that. It's like she be dead already? But then again,
Yeah, and
anime
so
logic.
then in the space thing where they are, apparently Konoha's ready to like let go of him because she starts telling Toya that he has to go back without her. But again, in protagonist boy in love sort of fashion, we're like, no, I'm not leaving without you. He
But
starts
then
telling her,
but
no,
then like
they're
what
gonna.
spits and then oh wait so like 7 asks, oh, the merging of two people, what is it? And then he goes, I don't know, but something about fits. Wait, then I go, wait a minute. Then then like the AI is trying to figure out what's love. So all I can figure out
Mhm.
is like probably fits,
Yeah, and so they're able to like go back and like somehow miraculously
Gets
Konoha
resuscitated
gets resuscitated. I
out
don't
of
know.
like 5-10 or more minutes worth of doing the shocking and chest compressions. Yes.
Yeah.
Then like out of like the whole 4G gravitational slingshot,
Oh yeah. So they get in this bungee, and so
the ship like like the
Bright and Docky tell them that they're not gonna go with them because if they did, then as soon
yeah
as they come out,
yeah
like the ship thing with the government is gonna like detect and attack them because they don't have their limiters anymore. And so they're telling them like, well, we'll be
hey
right behind.
Shan, how are
Don't
you?
worry. Oh hey. Um and then he somehow manages the bungee to like rotate, which the uncle immediately starts telling him that's not possible. And then Bryce's like, well, actually, according to Doki, this is far sturdier than what the manufacturer says. So somehow he launches them
Like a
out
slingshot.
so they can be
Yep.
rescued. And
Like
then the station is falling apart, and that's when finally Konoha and Toya like wake up, and he's trying to like where's Saki, and
then
in sort of a
yeah. So this part where like it gets a lot of mishmashing. This thing gets slingshotted. They get somehow miraculously, yeah, like Joker says, miraculously awakened. Then also Mina
but it
is
was it
also
was
live streaming at the same time too.
oh yeah, she's live streaming this whole time, the whole thing, and it was heartwarming because like they're like the both voices are sort of mourning the loss of like their AI, but the AIs are telling them like
Yeah.
um sort of in a way like telling them that they love them, they're thankful, but instead of like goodbye, they tell them that they're going to see them again, and it was kind of like it makes you think, oh, they don't want them to like
Hmm.
cry or feel guilty, they just want them to be at peace.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So
so
like this whole anime is really mostly about mostly growth basically.
yeah, growth. And
Mhm,
so eventually they are saved and they go back to
mhm.
like Earth somehow. This part made no sense to me, but somehow after that whole thing of Mina like streaming everything, she becomes like one of the most
Yep. Like so 6 months
richest
after. So
person,
basically,
well, the most richest teenager on Earth.
Basically, the whole
How I
anime,
have
like a
no.
time skip thing
Yeah,
happens.
there's a time skip of just like a few months, and in
Like
those few
6 months,
months she
6 months, 6 months.
yeah, 6 months, and somehow in those 6 months she became so popular that now she's like the richest teenager on earth. I didn't get that. Like how's that possible? But okay.
Yeah.
Um,
And Toya loves staying on Earth.
yeah, and apparently Toya that came down to earth, and like he's having a call with
Uh,
Konoha. Konoha's reminiscing that about like you're not you're not gonna come back to space. Oh no, she's telling him like you hated, you used to hate just the idea of having to go down to earth, and look at you now. And he's telling her, well, what Second Seven said was true. Like I had to leave my
yeah, Cradle.
cradle, and my cradle just so happened to be space. And then Konoha tells him like, yeah, I had to do the same. Like her
Yeah.
referencing
So
that fate was kind of like hers, and they're having a cute moment.
even though like we all know that like they are together already, anyways.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're definitely a couple.
Yeah.
And even Toya, like at some point, he asked to make sure that he doesn't have the implant in his
Mm-hmm.
brain anymore. And apparently, there's no traces of the implant in him.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then as they're sorta him and Konoha reminiscing and maybe talking about visiting each other, Tayo just comes into the fucking nowhere to like ruin it.
Yep.
But in a good way, because he
Yep.
just shows him how like, oh, I actually found traces of our AIs, and then they both go like, oh, so that's why they didn't say goodbye, and basically talking about how they're gonna be able to
To
revive them almost to how they
revive
were
them,
before.
but then randomly, Mina comes back and visits them in a ship that she bought.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was interesting. And apparently, she says because they got this weird email, and then all of them show up in this strange place that apparently is
Place.
abandoned. I don't know.
Yep. So yeah. So this leaves us at a cliffhanger. So it really asks a lot more questions than it answers some of our questions.
Yeah,
So yeah.
because Professor mentions there's somebody like missing, and then and all of a sudden they
Mhm,
hear that voice that it's
mhm.
been referenced before, and then Konoha's like, "Do you hear that?" And then Toya's like,
Yep.
"Yeah, I hear it." And then she's like, he's calling for us," and Toya's like, "Yeah, but he's calling from very far away."
Yeah.
And it kind of ends there. And to be honest, it just left me with more questions where I was
Hmm.
like, "But
Yeah. Like so, guys. Like so, we don't
makes no
know if
sense."
yeah. So we don't know if this anime is gonna have a season 2 or not, but it is kind of leading
I hope
towards
it
it.
has more because I need some questions answered. Like one, how are they still hearing the voice if supposedly they don't have the implants in
Plants
them
anymore?
anymore?
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
and what happened to the implants? Like that they take them out of their brains, that they finally completely
Yeah.
melted.
Yeah. So like so, hopefully, guys,
How are they
because
still hearing?
no, I know. Yeah, because like this is
How are
made
they still
from
hearing
like
the voice?
because like this is
Is
produced
Toya
by like a
gonna?
Netflix. You know.
Yeah, no, no. And then my thing is like, is Toya gonna go back to space, or is Konoha gonna come down to Earth and live with him? Because you can't
I
tell me that
agree.
they're gonna be this
I
long
know,
distance
I know,
couple.
I
That's not
agree,
gonna
I
work.
agree because like yeah, because like this thing asks so many questions, but then it just doesn't
And is
want to
Tayo
answer.
gonna now be? And is Tayo eventually gonna like have some sort of power in the? So many questions. God damn it!
Yep, yeah. So that's where we're at. So yeah, so even we are still trying to decipher the questions, even though we watched it twice. But you guys should definitely take a watch, okay? Even though yes, we spoiled majority of it, but still, like, watching this anime, like trust me, you will depending on you, okay, get the same questions and hopefully the same answers too that we got, or figure it out, you know. So it is totally different for for like the for like when you watch. So I don't know, right? It is. So I'm hoping this is season 2. Hoping, okay, Joker.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I'm hoping there's a second season too.
yeah. So yeah. So hopefully, like, yeah, we may have spoiled it for you guys, but like I said, again, don't want to be repetitive, but yeah, just watching it yourself is going to be totally different from how like we watched it. Yeah, because my experience was different from Joker's, even though it's sort of the same, but then like our thought processes are like different. Like
Yeah.
like yeah, like my thought process for Fitz is really the question of like love. So yeah, so that's me.
I mean, I think the show just led a lot for
Hmm.
interpretation.
It does.
Yeah, especially with the whole like fits and the AI stuff. I mean, it was a good watch because I like the whole
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
space aspect of it,
Hmm.
kind of the kids being in danger and some of the
Hmm.
life threatening scenarios that ended up happening. It's just I don't know how it ended. Like I wish it would have just been a little bit more different.
Like more clear.
Yeah, more clear because it starts nice, but that ending was kind of like
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's like quit leaving us with a cliffhanger.
yeah,
So yeah, but like all in all, guys, it's still a good anime to watch. Okay, just definitely check it
yeah,
out.
it is definitely, and the music in it is pretty good. So
Yeah, same
give
here.
it a shot.
Yeah. So hopefully, guys. Yeah. Sorry for taking a bit long, even though it's 6 episodes, but like it's still a lot to unpack because this anime has no fillers at all. It's just one straight story, and like it's really worth it to watch.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, well, like to end this, like so not stretch this stream out and us going out on another tangent, and it might take us 2 hours. Yeah. So I'm gonna like end it here because later I have to do some more work. Yes, work. Okay. On like my other uh radio side. So yes, I have work. I know. I would love to stay an extra half an hour tangenting with Joker. Trust me, talking to Joker, Christina, Vika, or whoever about anime is really fun. But there's work to do. Oh,
Yeah.
well, just to give you a heads up, and I don't know if Joker wants in on this too. Vika, I think you saw it on Twitter, did convince me to move up the list Lucky Star for next week's blind anime talk. Yeah, on Saturday, so we at 7 o'clock.
Um,
Yeah,
I think I'll leave that for like you too.
yeah, because like yeah, so like we're not gonna so it's gonna be a fun anime because like the anime, it's so many fun references. So yeah, so next Saturday. Wait, let me try my Asian math. So today's the 18th, 19, 20, 21, 25. Yeah, so it'll be like I think the 26th. So hopefully my Asian math is right. So yeah, so Saturday the 26th at 7 p.m. Yes, it'll be late, but like I said, it's gonna be a fun anime. So yeah, so definitely check us out there next week. Yeah, so hopefully you guys are enjoying. Please give me a like, and again, you don't have to subscribe, but just check out my content first. Please do that, and then hit subscribe because I rather you guys check out my content first. Okay, and if you like me, Joker, or like anyone else that is coming on my streams, because I mainly do stream, and sometimes I will make some random videos when I in the mood, even though streaming is a lot more funner. Okay, just check out my content, then subscribe. It will be much appreciated. Okay. And don't worry, you will see more blind anime talks, mukbangs, and then I'm still trying to figure out how to get my gaming streams on here. So you will see some of that too. And okay, so you will, and don't worry, you will see more of Joker, Vika, and Christina, and other people for blind anime talks because that's my best part of my content. I like
Yeah.
talking about anime. Mm, okay,
Yeah,
so
this is what we love doing, and check me
mhm.
all the places. Minus TikTok. I'm sorry, I don't have a TikTok, and
Trust me, you don't want to be on
I
TikTok anyways.
I don't really like. I'm sorry for the people who like make it seem like a big deal, or like people who have
Nope,
wanted
it's not.
me
It's
to get one. I don't really see the appeal. Um, But you can find me obviously there's my YouTube channel, Twitter, Instagram, uh, as Joker, Alice. Yeah,
Yep. Yeah.
but
So like yeah. So either
I'll
her
have
channel or
I've been trying some like yeah, just come watch my channel. And like Toe says, like check out what I have and subscribe if you like, or just watch them, do whatever you want.
yeah.
Critique
Yeah. So
me
it's,
because I do like constructive criticism, and I really do appreciate it.
mhm.
I don't really have an uploading schedule, so my uploads are at random.
Random, but then like like it's still consistent though, because like it is random, but then you will still get videos.
Yeah, yeah. There's just some stuff I'm planning, and at the same time,
Trust me, guys. Okay, life stuff happens.
I'm
Okay.
still starting out, so I'm still figuring out some stuff and
Mhm.
how technology works.
Yeah, but still, guys. Yes. Okay. You will get to see the main people on Blind Anime Talk or Mukbangs. Either way. So either way, you will get to see your favorite people. Because like I know for sure you guys really like to see the ladies, not really me. Okay. So yes. So I understand that. Oh, okay. Yeah, so hey, again, thank you. And remember, if you're not trying, you're not learning. So peace out.
Bye.